How's everyone doing? How's everyone feel? Oh, you can't hear me? You can't see or hear me? Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. I can see that y'all can hear me now. So I'm assuming that y'all can hear me now. How's everyone doing? What's good? Oh, you can hear me now? I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. Hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone's doing good. I see y'all. I see y'all. Hey. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How y'all feeling? My voice is still recovering. Yes, I've been having the honey, so I don't know. I don't know what's good. I must have messed up something in there, you know what I'm saying? Golly, I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing alright out there. Welcome back to the Flex Your Mind Network, y'all. We got some things to talk about. Bruh. Yo, what's going on with Jagmeet Singh, bro? I'm glad that you're blunt and right to the point. Your nerves? Oh, yes, your nerves, Tiff. I did see your message. Are you okay? You doing all right? You doing all right? Yo, let me just check my work schedule real quick. Yeah, Taylor, I see you. All right, perfect. I'm not working today, but I still don't have super amount. Like, I don't have a huge amount of time, but I got time. I just want to say that. I don't have a huge amount of time, but I got time today. You know? The music was loud. I get that. So drink mustard is crazy. I am not quality, queen. See my voice. My voice. My voice is still busted. I think it's like a mixture of like me just losing my voice on top of the allergies because I have a strong pollen allergy. So I felt like the mixture is what's killing me right now. I'm not gonna lie. Who joined the live and was being dumb? I'm alright, Dante. Damn, Rebecca. Rebecca standing on business being blunt. Golly. Well, he's not even part of the NDP party anymore, so technically he's a civilian now, so we get to speak about him. So that's the fortunate side. You see the Flex family is expanded? Absolutely, Anthony, bro. We are slowly moving and grooving and trying to like stride to greatness. My voice. Man, my voice. I want to talk about Jagmeet first. I seen the Ville had a video, so I want to definitely get his thoughts about it. We got to finish the video from yesterday that we were watching about Friday. So we gotta make sure that we finish that video too. As a politician, he supports events in the city. Jagmeet took the L. That's true. That's so true. What's good, Underground Nation? How you doing? Hope y'all good out there. Some dude from Toronto joined the live you watched? Say a word. Whose channel did you watch it from? That's my question. Whose channel did you watch it from? That's what I really want to know. So I gotta find that Friday video. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I found it. Yo, thank you, Underground Nation. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, no doubt. You know, you put in the Discord. I'm gonna check it out later then. No Diddy is crazy. Alright, so top of the video, we're gonna finish up this whole like 26 minute video that we had on Friday. So let's dive back in and see what we can do with this. My voice, man, damn. I can't speak the way I really want to speak right now. There's a new King of Toronto. All hail King Kendrick Lamar, the GOAT of Toronto, and new Ho King restaurant. I'm dead. Yes, and when y'all come in, make sure y'all hit that like button, no doubt. You hear, Tiff? Alright. Damn it, bro, that was a little descriptive, Anthony. I ain't gonna lie to you, King. No juicy, LOL. All right, so enough of me reading right now. Let's go ahead and listen to what this individual has to say. So, y'all know what time it is. Tap in with the Flex Mob Network. Salute to everybody in the chat, no doubt. Salute to the Flex Mob. Salute to everybody a part of the Discord. Tap in with us, no doubt. Check the link in the description below. It has a link to all my links. The link tree is right there. Tap in. Discord link, YouTube link, TikTok link. Everything is there. You know what I'm saying? So tap in with us. The link tree is in the description if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and get things popping. Let's tap in with Friday. Let's see what he has to say. I'm curious. And we're going to check out more videos today. But with that being said, y'all know what time it is. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's go.
The tension was definitely building when it came to Kendrick Lamar coming
What is with these new camera angles? Like he's trying to flex money now.
to Toronto to do his show. However, by December 3rd of this year, Kendrick Lamar announced that he was going to be doing a stadium tour with SZA called the Grand National Tour with a Toronto date of June 12th. Now, after the tour announcement and the tickets started going on sale, they decided that they had to add an extra date to the tour because of the overwhelming anticipation of Kendrick Lamar coming to Toronto.
Brother, choose a camera angle, fam. You're doing too much right now. Everybody, like, look, we known you for the front-facing camera. You're doing too much talking about this is a news report, like, and in other news. Like, we're trying to talk to y'all about Kendrick Lamar, and what we're trying to tell y'all is that he is not the king of... Bro, lock in, bro.
At the end of 2024, Drake ended up announcing that he was going to be going on tour to Australia to do the I Need a Max Win Tour.
There shouldn't be an echo.
Toronto, Canada. The year is now 2025.
Yo, what are those Rescue Hero ass boots, bruh? Big strong feet having a big foot, stupid.
And no matter what, Drizzy Drake is very much alive, and that's all thanks to you.
Now, in that point of the battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, we
I'm
were
listening
already
'cause I'm
6 months
curious,
past the
Rebecca.
battle. Drake was trying to make his way back into the charts. And this is also before the Party Next Door and Drake album that dropped, that Nokia came off of, that's brought him back to the prominence that he's at now. However, at the time, Drake was looking kind of down bad after the loss from the battle, and some people were trying to say that the Australia tour was a response to Kendrick announcing the Grand National Tour. Now, what ended up happening with that tour is that the last few dates on the tour ended up getting canceled or postponed due to scheduling issues, and there was a lot of speculation around that. People thinking that Drake might have canceled the last few tour dates due to low ticket sales. However, it was never confirmed what actually happened with that tour. But
No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, it was never confirmed that, blah, blah, blah. Bro, the details are there. It's not hard to figure out the details, bro. I just find it hilarious how we just refuse to just share. You know what I'm saying? I really do sound messed up. But it's just so, the details are right there. It just takes a little bit of research. We did that research already on this channel. Dude went broke. Like, straight. Like, yo, what's good, Rocco? But, yo, if you paid attention to how they were moving, if you paid attention to what was going on behind the scenes, if you paid attention to all the logistics when it comes to planning a concert overseas, every detail has to be nailed out before y'all even get on that flight. Before you even announce the tour, everything has to be dealt with. You need every single detail to understand and to know how to move and maybe safely keep y'all money, but at the same time delivering an experience that is exceptional. That's what y'all are supposed to do. But y'all cancel the tour. I wonder why. I wonder why. You couldn't pay everybody. That's it. You couldn't pay everybody. That's all it was.
What was actually confirmed was the fact that Drake and his team put a lot.
See, Dub, the issue with Friday playing both sides is that a lot of people see through him for the fraudulent behavior that he is just performing on YouTube. You can't play both sides. You're not 50 Cent. 50 Cent don't even play both sides no more. When 50 Cent was playing both sides, it didn't do much for him, if we're going to be completely honest. You know? So, the reality is you're going to have to choose. Now, I feel like for Friday, he'd be flip-flopping back and forth like a Magikarp and friggin' Jagmeet Singh talking about, oh, nah, I was there for SZA. Boy, who you trying to fool? SZA got hits, but it's not for you. You know damn well you were trying to be there to listen to Backseat Freestyle. Let me stop. That was a little egregious. That was a little egregious. All right, let's get back into the video.
Lawsuit out against Universal Records when it came to Not Like Us and the defamation that was happening around his name being called a PDF file, issues that were happening with security around his home, that the shooting that went down during the time of the battle, and that lawsuit definitely dropped to a lot of mixed reactions in the scene. A lot of people were saying, this is not hip hop. How are you going to sue over this song? Come on, Drake. But this is a lawsuit that's still going on right now while we're doing this video, and something that just adds to the whole lore of the Drake versus Kendrick battle. Now, as the story continued, the
problem is that the lawsuit should not even be lore. This should have never existed. My question is if does Friday even keep up with all the details and the news of the lawsuit? Because from what I've seen on his channel, I don't think he's ever talked about it. Maybe like once, maybe twice. But on the Flex in My Network, we are following the individuals that are following the lawsuit. So we're trying to keep up to date with what's going on. Yes, we are all tired. I can agree with everybody that was in the chat with me for all those times we went into the details. We're all tired of this because it's supposed to be open and shut, but for some reason they don't want to close the door. Like, make it make sense. What's good, Slay? How you doing? Oh, you changed up your little display pic. Who is that? Oh, that's you, Rod. I see you. Bro, yo, Butterfly, don't even get me started, eh? Butterfly, please don't get me started talking about Not Like Us is anti-Semitic. In what world? In what world? I thought people started seeing through him after he made that dumbass take on Not Like Us being bro. The problem is, and yo, if I want to speak truthfully about the Torontonians, I'm gonna get back to the video in a second, but I just gotta say this about Torontonians. I am giving y'all a perspective that a lot of people don't see. Now, I'm gonna try my best at these events to record the crowd reaction when any of the Drake or OVO or like Pressa's, like their song plays at the functions that I do security for. Yes, I am a security guard in Toronto. I'll make that clear right now. I'm a security guard in Toronto. I've worked a couple spots in some of the hottest places in Toronto. So I'm very familiar with what's happening and what's going on in the city in terms of like the nightlife. But the nightlife is technically superior, if we're going to be completely honest, because of the energy that y'all get from nightlife. Yes, the day parties are good, but it's the nightlife where everything is superior. That's where the most drinks are flowing. That's where the most bodies are coming through the doors. That's where most of the energy is hype and popping. And I promise y'all, like, the way Torontonians are moving within the city, I find it amazing sometimes, because all the details are out there to read, but it's like nobody knows how to read. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's amazing, disappointing, confusing, and just tiring all at the same time. Because we know the truth, but like, that Canadian pride, to be prideful about where you're from, yes, that's important. But it's gotten past the borderline of being naive. the pride that y'all assume that y'all have is the naivety that makes y'all look slow. And I'm not even trying to say it in a bad way, to be honest, but it's like, we're at a point right now where we really got to act and move critically about the kind of people that we champion within the city. And it's like everyone's going left when everybody should be going right. And that's not good. That is not good at all. You did security for Doovie and Peppa? Never do it again? Yo, underground, I feel like me and you can have some crazy conversations, brother. I'm not even gonna lie. Cause I've been hearing some things about OVO over the past couple days. Some things that should just been like, bro, this should be public knowledge. But I'm gonna say this, cause I already said in the Discord. For the Toronto Rolling Loud, for the people that don't know, that was an OVO and EXO fight in the VIP booth that pretty much ended Rolling Loud for everybody. We haven't had Rolling Loud come back to Toronto since. And I don't think we're ever going to get Rolling Loud again because of that situation in itself. But anyway, y'all know I'd like to talk too much. Let's get back into the video because we got a lot of video to watch. So let's go.
We're leading closer to June 12th and June 13th when the shows are going to be going down. A lot of things started floating around the internet in regards to top 5 and the things that he was saying. And even DJ Academics jumped into the mix as usual, giving a play-by-play of the different shows that were happening during the Grand National Tour.
You go to LA?
I was in LA for first degree. I was on the run for first degree murder in LA.
Are you not scared?
Scared of what?
Kendrick?
You got money.
Kendrick and his people?
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, you're scared of Kendrick?
Tell him come to Toronto. Swiss cheese.
What happened if he comes to
I'll get the
Toronto?
low. I'll get the low. Put on my Nike Tech Black. So why'd you get us a driver? Put the window down. It is what it is. Get some fresh air.
Where's Drive By King? Drive By King.
Yo, where's Drive By King? Drive By King's right there. We can't even do Kendrick Lamar on feet. We gotta make Drive By King, Baby K, Drive By King.
Track Drive By King of the Drake.
You talk about Kendrick Lamar. How disrespectful are you asking me about?
I'm just
fucking LA
asking
nigga?
you.
That Crips walk.
And DJ Academics, being known as a staunch Drake supporter, ended up getting into a back and forth.
Bro, Academics is an instigator. Top 5 is just slow. And I seen what Vicky was saying earlier because I'm trying to make sure that I keep up with the chat because when I go on my tangents, I tend to miss things. But let me read it. It's one big shit show. Aubrey can still diss other people. Trust me. It shouldn't be like that, but it's like everything is backwards here. Meanwhile, he's stopping everyone else from dissing him. Once a lame, always a lame. They not like us. Preach the word, please. Preach the word. I feel like not like us should be like a Bible scripture just cause, bro. If we're gonna be talking about the 6th God like this, like.
Forth, weirdly enough, with Breakfast Club radio personality Lauren Rosa over this Kendrick Lamar tour.
The show mentioning Academics.
Yeah, Drive By King dead, bro. Drive By King was that dude that got shot in a wheelchair.
I've never been to them goddamn MetLife tickets, my nigga. Why is you at the show mentioning Academics? I've never been to a show and said, let me tweet about Lauren LaRosa.
What?
It's never happened. And then y'all get mad because when I look at this, I see 2 things. She's trying to throw me under the bus, kick me, right? And she's also using my name for attention. Why are you mentioning me? All you gotta say is, yo, this concert is lit.
See, I don't like the victim blaming that Academics or any of these individuals do. Because we know how you are when it comes to black women in media. Just for some reason, you just hate every single one of them. And I don't understand why. Like, the more that you sit in your dirty doo-doo ass chair, talking all this rah-rah about everybody, like you rule the world, like, no, you look crazy. You look crazy from all that DoorDash you be yamming. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? I tell you, like, I don't like listening to individuals like Academics, especially the kind of individuals that try to play victim even though they're the instigator. Like, how do you live with yourself knowing that's how you move? That's so weird. It's so peculiar. It like, you already look like Jerry the Mouse. But with that kind of character added to you, now you just look like a dirty bit. Let me stop.
Yo, I'm a living testament. I'm here. This shit looking around. This shit is popping. Ain't nobody got nothing to say to you if you say that. Why are you bringing my name into this, shorty? I've never talked about you, about your opinion on some shit. Bitch, you be saying all time. Didn't you get fired or let go from TMZ?
So it's safe to say that things were getting pretty heated, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding this Kendrick Lamar tour, no matter what city he was in. Now, as we got to June and closer to the date of this show, fans started to really get excited and maybe a little bit overzealous as a bunch of rules started popping up online via a page on Instagram called The Six Takeover, where they were planning to have a tailgate party, give away pizzas, and...
Don't even get me started with... Hey, if y'all were watching my live stream, we found them. They were late to their own function. But they want to say, where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? Not there! The fuck? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? Y'all niggas late to y'all own function, bro. I pray them kids got pizza. And yes, I said kids. It looked like there was a lot of minors out there trying to support Drizzy. Like, imagine supporting somebody named Drizzy, bruh. That is insane. And watch how they gonna flip it. Yo, imagine just supporting somebody like Kendrick Lamar. Yes, I will. What the hell? Are you crazy? The heck? Imagine they ain't get no pizza, but the only thing they could get is free hot dogs from the hot dog stand just not too far from them. Y'all eating glizzies outside. Yo, let me stop.
Hoodies to the people that were coming out to support Drake during the Kendrick Lamar concert. So, as you can see from the flyer here, OVO Takeover show, OVO Takeover, show Kendrick whose city this is. They were giving away, it was starting from 5:30 to 11 p.m., free OVO hoodies and pizza. It got a little bit crazy, a little bit out of hand, right? This is Kurt.
Hey. You see that right there? You see this right there? Unemployment rises to 8.6 in Toronto. Well, y'all see why they outside now. Y'all see why they were outside trying to protect Drake. Like it was going to do anything. You got almost 5,000, like, no, not 5, 50,000 people leaving the stadium. And there's about, like, 20 of y'all. And y'all got one sign. And you got some dude running around with a little Rode microphone like it was going to do something. Bro, y'all getting embarrassed, bro.
Courtesy of Wave Room, they're saying unemployment rises to 8.6% in Toronto. Right? So,
Funny,
you know, as far as the Toronto audience, there's some people who might be thinking, well, oh, y'all Canadians are corny. This is what y'all are keeping up with. Nah, man. There's a few people, I would say the minority of our population of over here in Toronto that were keeping up with that bullshit. But the majority of people really, really felt that stuff like that was corny. But it didn't really stop people from doing.
Let me hear that again. Let me hear all of that foolishness again.
Toronto audience, there's some people who might be thinking, well, oh, y'all Canadians are corny. This is what y'all are keeping up with. Nah, man. There's a few people, I would say the minority of our population of over here in Toronto that were keeping up with that bullshit. But the majority of people really, really felt that stuff like that was corny. But it didn't really stop people from doing corny shit in front of the stadium when it came to that event. And the worst part about it is that they had to cancel the tailgate party due to a lack of funding. They had spent over $10,000 on hoodies.
No. They put out a statement saying that they canceled it, but people still went out there to support the best way they could. Your event got shut down. It was shut down, yes, but it didn't stop people from just standing there in their small little group thinking it was going to do anything. And let me speak towards the individuals that sit there and want to say, you are disloyal and you have no Canadian pride. Y'all are failures, bro. Y'all are failures. Yo, the nerve of y'all to sit there and try to dictate knowing that our whole economy is looking like dog water right now. Literally, our whole country is looking like a third world country. But y'all worried about a couple thousand of individuals pulling up just to watch one of their favorite artists perform. My brethren that was with me, that y'all saw on the live, that's my dog, and he's a fan of both Kendrick and SZA. He loves both of them. Those are his favorite artists. Male, female, straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are his favorite artists right there, right? But for you to sit there and try to tell people and try to dictate who we're supposed to listen to and who we're not supposed to listen to, as if Canada in a whole runs the Billboard charts. Nah, let's speak if we're going to speak about music. So y'all want to sit there and try to dictate and tell us who we're supposed to listen to and who we're not supposed to listen to, even though we don't even support our own artists here in the country. No, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about the fact that y'all lack the understanding of the kind of individuals and talent that y'all have here. But half the time, it's not even your fault. The gatekeeping that happens in Toronto is actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Like, we're hiding artists. How are we hiding artists? How does that make sense? How do you have all this talent all over the city, within the city, outside the city, wherever, in Canada though? We have all this talent here, and for some reason, none of them can pop unless they fit a certain demographic. At that point, I cannot get into that conversation because I feel, you know, let me stop. I gotta park the brakes there because that conversation is gonna get nasty and messy. But I think y'all have an idea of what I'm talking about. My point is that we are afraid to put on our own friends here in Canada. Me? I deaded that long time ago because I believe in believing other people. I believe in believing in this individual. I believe in believing in that individual. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's not about, oh, bro, nobody puts in work. It's about continuing to find and put people on. Let me talk. Hey, at this point, yo, Flex Mob already knows I'm always going to champion and salute House of Laughter. There's a reason why. He's the reason why I'm streaming. I quit streaming a while ago. He said, do it again. And here we are today. If it wasn't for him telling me to do it again, I wouldn't be doing it. So I always have to give my shout outs and salutes to House of Laughter. I've been supporting his TikTok since day one. I've been sharing his comedy skits and everything since day one. I'm the kind of person that's going to put my stock and time into supporting other individuals the best way I can. Whether it's if I show up for them at their shows or their events, or if I share their content. Something as simple as that. A lot of these dudes don't even do that because they don't deem you as worthy, as if they're a god. Make it make sense. What's good, J Tom, bro? How you doing? Bro, Tiff, I'm talking about House of Laughter. Come on. The one that looks like Kai Cenat or not Kai Cenat. Come on, y'all know. My point is though, I've supported many friends over the years with their projects, with their shows, with their initiatives. I'm the kind of individual that's gonna go out of my way to pull up to your event if I have the availability, and if I have the funds and the time to go. I'm willing to do that because I'm actually believing in people here. I've been to events that are far outside of the city, going to places I've never been before, but as long as I have Google Maps on my phone, I'm good. In Toronto, we're afraid to put people on because we don't think they're going to live up to the standards that were set by Drake. Even though we know for a fact Drake is literally the golden child of UMG's whole marketing campaign. So while everybody was crawling and struggling to figure it out, man was on a jet plane soaring over everybody, getting connections and links that we've never even thought of seeing before for somebody from Toronto. Meanwhile, dudes are out there trying to earn it the old-fashioned way. And it's not working. So they won't support their friends, but they will support some random club promoter and waste all their money on bottles just to attract women as if it's going to work. I can speak about it because I work security. I witnessed this shit. They will pull up and try to talk preciously and try to talk big to somebody that they don't even know. Somebody that doesn't even care except for taking their money. Instead of putting their stock into the friend the best way they can. When was the last time we've had somebody from Toronto that had a prominent clothing line that numerous amount of people were supporting as the clothing line of the city? And don't say OVO. Don't say OVO. I don't want to hear nothing about no OVO drink. When's the last time somebody's done that? Is my question. I can guarantee you right now, we can walk all over Toronto interviewing people. Name 5 different Toronto clothing. Damn. Name 5 different Toronto clothing lines, and they won't even get to 2. They won't even get to 2 or 3. I'm gonna speak because because nobody is talking. It's crazy.
And ran out of money to keep up I guess to buy the pizzas and get the drinks for everybody else as well. So they ended up canceling the tailgate party.
Kendrick Lamar has officially wrapped up night 1 of the Toronto leg of his tour. Now this marks the rapper's first show here in the city since his explosive feud with Drake quite literally shook the internet. Now I spoke to fans from both sides. Let's hear what they had to say. Inside the walls of Rogers Centre, Kendrick Lamar took the stage for his grand national tour alongside SZA. But there was also a party outside the venue, a so-called OVO takeover to honor Toronto's
Bro, you can't even make it up. You can't even look. Just look. Look. Those are kids. Those are kids. Bro, you can't even make it up. Look at the grown folks going into the building to go witness greatness. And then look at this.
Outside the venue.
Look at this. Look. Bro, you can't even make it up. Gate cleaving clothing is... Yo, J-Tom, don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started. It's like the whole city don't even want to see people to win. And these clowns are the exact... Bro, who is this in the middle freaking Dupinder Preet? The fuck? Like, who, bro? Read on Encyclopedia, bro. What the hell is going on, bro? Jesus God. My goodness, like
Called OVO takeover to honor Toronto's very own Drake.
Sorry, but this is the 6, you know?
Wait. Yo. Please, hold on. Dog, I am dying right now. Please laugh with me. Please laugh with me for a second.
Over to honor
Please laugh with
very
me.
Own Drake.
Sorry, but
you can't say that with the New York cap on, nigga. Get a Blue Jays cap. What the hell is going on? Bro, you can't say that with a New York cap on. Oh, shit, bro.
this is the 6, you know? We don't know why Kendrick's here.
Blasting Drake's music and wearing OVO gear. While the gathering was short-lived, for Jersey loyalists, it was all about sending a message to Lamar.
I had to be here because I feel like...
Look at fake Central C.
I feel like it's disrespectful that Kendrick Lamar comes in Drake's hometown and performs, even though he's dragging the beef.
We support Drake. He's the king of Toronto, so we're just showing Kendrick whose city he's in.
And what did some Lamar fans have to say about the feud?
I like both of them. I don't have a side. I listen to both Drake and Kendrick.
I think it's good they're taking out music. They made some fire music. Both artists produced some great diss tracks over that, so I'm enjoying it.
And a few people showed up instead to show their support for Drake.
There's nothing wrong with liking both artists. But you need to understand why Drake lost. That's it. That's literally it. My name is Jeff. Don't kill me. Stop screaming. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tiff. I'm sorry. I'm passionate. I apologize.
But the cringe was at an all-time high when it came to what was happening outside of the Rogers Center that night.
Bro, standing there with your big face, with your big chest talking about Drake has more money than Kendrick. I don't think y'all understand what it takes to do a stadium tour. I don't think y'all understand the logistics that goes into doing a stadium tour. I don't think they understand. This is what happens when you have individuals that only see money for money. This is the result right here. People will only see the money for what money is, but don't understand what the money is doing. Using a brain. I don't want to do my part one thing, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we must chat, But using a brain for a second, please. Yo, do you understand what it costs to have that kind of setup? Do you understand how much it's going to cost to pay all the workers to set things up? Everybody come in, start work at this time. All the sound technicians come in, get everything started, get everything running. You got your dancers come in. The dancers must get paid. And last time I checked looking at the show, there's a plethora of dancers on that stage. Salute to the Dochi crew, by the way. They got that ghetto fabulous thing going on. I was looking like, damn. So much money has to go into this. The pyrotechnicians alone for how much it costs to get all of that set up. And that fire was hot. I'm sitting in, section 117. And I was sweating. Just imagine everybody on the energy floor. It'd be like burning hot soup. What? Nah, man, you can't sit there and say this when Kendrick is still doing his stadium tour, selling out, mind you. Yes, sold out our own city twice. I ain't gonna lie, Jalopy called it too. I didn't believe it. If they never lowered the prices, it wouldn't have sold out. But damn, Jalopy was right. I ain't gonna lie. But yo, just pay attention. The details matter. The details matter. And there's more logistics out there that I'm not saying. This is just everything that's off the top of my head right now. To have the buses, to have the living situation set up. Everything has to be taken care of. All that money has to be already be paid for. It's not like you go to a stadium and pay. You go to the next stadium and pay. Everything's already paid for. The only thing that matters is paying the workers and making sure everything else that is needed for the stadium, like show, is set up. You did your tests already. Everything. All of that matters. Rebecca, the reality is that in the situation that we are in for music, in the music industry and everything else, the pocket watching is always going to be there. Is that Quickie I see, bro? What's good, Quickie? Good seeing you in here again, bro. That's the reality that we're in right now, whether we like it or not. We never used to pocket watch, but because now we're in the streaming world, and you really got to blame streaming for pocket watching. Streaming is the #1 reason why we have pocket watching today in the music industry like this. If streaming wasn't introduced, we still wouldn't know how much people be making for real. We'd be only getting like small details about the money that they get. Man, the details matter. It's more than just money on top of money and thinking it's continuing to stack without y'all paying and y'all getting y'all cuts taken away. Man. Nah, his birthday's tomorrow, isn't it? Yo, Quickie's birthday's tomorrow. Because it's Monday, right? Yeah, Quickie's birthday's tomorrow. I haven't forgotten. We're going to give you time. We're going to give you your time, bro.
Yo, bro. Why are you here? Why are you here?
I'm here to prove that hometown Drizzy Drake champion Poppy 6 got the GOAT. Hey, Kendrick ain't coming to my city. Kendrick coming to our city and doing this. You can't.
Are you from Toronto? Are you from Toronto or no? If you're from Toronto, you know what Drake has done for the city. Drake has put on the city more than Kendrick's ever done anything for Compton. His entire life. That's how Drake works.
You're clueless for saying that. And as much as you're clueless for saying that, I'm sure you failed some part of school. Because research matters. The details of what some of the things that Kendrick has done is out there for Compton. It's just not in the news like that because he doesn't like being in the news too much. Your boyfriend Drake loves to be in the news oh so much, which is why you know everything about him. But when it comes to Kendrick now, it's really like, yo, it's tight-lipped. You're not going to know. For example, y'all remember that red carpet interview and they asked him how much that crown costs? And he didn't say a thing? He didn't say a thing. It was his brethren to his right that was telling the lady, oh, it cost this much. And then Kendrick Lamar standing there laughing like, girl, I wasn't even trying to say nothing.
So as you can see there, that is some super high level cringe that was happening outside of the Rogers Center. And to add to the cringe,
is Friday burning incense? Y'all see that smoke? This nigga burning incense? What you burning, lavender, nigga?
Top 5 ended up going over to the Nobu Hotel where Kendrick Lamar was allegedly staying to try to see if he can get a conversation going on with him.
Lock off every door in the Nobu Hotel. Not even cut everything off. Mom bought everything. He's a bitch.
However, that didn't stop Kendrick Lamar from getting over to the stadium and doing his show. And there was a lot of talk of really heavy police presence as there was a convoy of police that escorted Kendrick Lamar to the venue and back home and away from the venue to make sure that everything went down safely.
By the way, you gotta pay them to do that.
Now, that's a lot of police. Things went down smoothly. There was a sold-out show, even though there was rumors of tickets getting sold for half price when it came closer to the night of the show. And Kendrick Lamar put on an amazing show from what I can see on Instagram. He did all of his hits. And when it came to Not Like Us, he actually got an encore from the Toronto crowd to diss them, as well as Drake, on the stage here in Toronto.
Bro, that's maximum level aura. That's maximum level aura right there, bro. I want y'all to understand that. That's maximum level aura right there for real. Bro, not only did you win the beef, but you went to the man's city and got a standing ovation and just stood there. And then after what he do, keep it professional and kept it moving. Nah, I don't need to do that for y'all. We're good here. Don't kill me, not the hairline.
Well, goddamn. And that was just day one. Now, after the first night of the Grand National Tour, fans took to the new Ho King to act a fool in celebration of the first night of the tour.
Oh, they struggling with that. Okay, to be fair, Kendrick was rapping a little quick for them to really comprehend what he was doing. They struggling with that part. But I just love seeing that. I ain't gonna lie. This made me want to go. After seeing that, that made me want to go. Even though I was dead tired and my voice was gone. Vicky, please, I want you to say it louder for all the OV hoes in the back. Because I don't understand why Torontonians are running around saying Kendrick was dissing Canada on Not Like Us. The only song that should be brought up is Euphoria. But nobody wants to bring up Euphoria for some reason. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. Bro, that's the only part where people from Toronto should be pissed. What part of Not Like Us hurt y'all feelings? When they're talking about they not like us, he's talking to Drake and his goons. That's it. For people in Canada to run around saying, oh, nah, why is Kendrick Lamar dissing us? What did we do to you? He didn't diss y'all. That just goes to show y'all don't listen. Y'all literally just showing the world that, yo, half of Canada just don't listen. That's why I'm literally giving, like, Toronto City, like, the Gotham City, like, award, basically, bro. Like, we really do be looking like Gotham City out here. Like, it's peculiar how this shit look half the time, bro. Man, yo, like I said, I want to do that meet and greet at New Ho King, eh? I want to do a little meet and greet or just a link up. Not necessarily like a meet and greet. Like, I'm not trying to move like that. But I want to do a link up in New Ho King. So if anybody from Toronto trying to pull up, yo, join the Discord. We'll hash it out there. You know, link to the Discord in the description. But, yo, I really want to do a meetup. We all got to sit there together and get the Kendrick Lamar special. We all must sit there together and have that special. Because y'all saw me on stream. Y'all saw how good the rice was. I ain't get the damn sauce. I ain't get the dipping sauce. And that rice was bussin'. Jesus. Yes, like, Crody is Aubrey's cat. So don't speak on the family, pussy. It can get deep in your family, pussy. Talk about me and your family, pussy. Someone go bleed in your family. That's a nasty triple. That is a nasty triple. Off of your own Toronto slang. That's a nasty triple. That's why I'm saying the battle should have been done with Euphoria. The battle should have been over at Euphoria. It should have been ended. Yo, Sharon, pretty much. So it's basically like when you say Cronam, it's pretty much phonam. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. Y'all got to learn about this.
This guy's just trying to have a meal. do me a quick favor while you're here and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm. And join the comment gang and subscribe. It's free.
No.
So as you can see, Toronto has been going pretty crazy since this. I'm sorry, gang. I gotta laugh at that, man.
Yo, Slay, trust me. I don't think y'all saw my reaction, because at the end of the reaction, I was like running outside. Like talking about this man called him Crody? Crody? This man's not even from Toronto. He's talking about Crody. Oh my God. Like, bro, like, the battle was done with Euphoria, and nobody wants to have that conversation with me. Everyone's afraid to have that conversation with me. Bro, let me just finish the video, man.
Just seeing the way that these kids are reacting in the new Ho King restaurant, I don't know if it's hate for Drake or if it's love for Kendrick that's bringing this sentiment out of them. However, the sentiment was bought out of them, and the new Ho King, to me, has been the winner in this whole competition here between Drake and Kendrick, because they've been up their business probably like 300% since this whole thing went down, and Kendrick Lamar mentioned them in the battle, as well as Drake going in there and doing a part of the video for Family Matters in there. So the real winners in this whole thing is the new Ho King, if you ask me. However, these actions happening over here in Toronto didn't go unnoticed for us over here at the We Love Hip Hop Network, as well as other people. There was people who were very opposed to people who were going to be going to the Kendrick Lamar show and turning up to Not Like Us. Specifically, the homie Mucho TV from the Relentless Diaries podcast. He had something to say before the Kendrick concert went down on his podcast.
Any black Torontonian that goes to this show is a racial cook. Oh my God. Every seat in that arena, that stadium, is a cuck chair if a black person is sitting on it from Toronto. He's riding a victory lap off of Not Like Us, which uses divisive rhetoric. Literally, they not like us. You are they. And you are in that seat, singing along. I like Kendrick Lamar, but I would never go to that show. That's all. All right.
Salute to Mucho TV on that one right there. But yeah, it's definitely been a wild couple of days since Kendrick Lamar has touched down to the 6. And I got new information from the Joe Budden podcast saying that Kendrick actually went home back to New York City where he lives right now.
Cap. That was cap. This is another reason why you don't always believe everything from Joe Budden when it comes to news and drama. Because just like everybody else, he's just getting it from the general part of the internet. He's getting it from the general part of the internet. If you guys actually went to that episode that Joe Budden uploaded, Screwface is actually in the comments and he confirms that it wasn't true. Screwface is out there letting people know that that part of him going to New York, that's not true. Kendrick Lamar is a master strategist, and this tour is proving it. Did he necessarily stay in Toronto? Probably not. But it's so easy to stay outside the city, though. You can easily stay outside of Toronto just to avoid BS. Because everybody seems to forget that SZA's right there. And SZA wants no parts of that. So whatever Kendrick is doing, he's not only protecting his own life, but he's also protecting SZA's life too. Why do you think there's so much police escort there with him? There are lives there to protect, and it's not just Kendrick Lamar. SZA's right there. And we've seen SZA's talent on display. Trust me, we did. Trust me, we saw all her talents on display. We cannot lose that. We must protect that. So all I'm seeing is simply just a black man protecting a black woman, and the black man is getting hate because he's protecting the both of them. Make it make sense. Everybody knows they're doing the tour together. They're doing the whole tour together. It's not one person. It's both of them. So there's simply just a king protecting a queen. And I don't see nobody having that conversation on the internet, and I don't understand why.
Back and forth over the 2 days and then stay overnight in Toronto, maybe due to security reasons, maybe due to Top 5 and the GGs looking for him over at the Nobu. But it is said that he went back to New York, flew back and forth from New York to Toronto over the past 2 days.
Goof in Toronto is just, they're lame, they're useless, they're dumb. Like, goof is just another way of saying lame. It's not different from America. Remember, like, whatever slang that y'all have in America, that's pretty much what we take and use here too. And then we try to mix in our own slang with it. But that in itself just shows. I'm gonna park my brakes on that one because I gotta adjust that point that I've been making, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Going back through customs all over again and everything just to make sure that there was nothing that happened during this concert.
He had a 25 police car escort, take him there, and immediately after the show, take me back to the airport. I'm flying home.
Smart man.
I'm going
he's
home.
not there again.
I'm not spending. He is there.
Oh.
But he went home after the first show. He did not stay.
Oh, well. I'm not mad at that.
So as you can hear from the Joe Budden podcast, they're saying that he didn't stay overnight in Toronto after the first show. He made sure to go back to New York City and stay overnight and then come back over to Toronto the next day on the Friday night for his second day of the show. As far as the first night and the results and the things that were being clipped up online and the way people were singing Not Like Us in Toronto, obviously there was a lot of mixed sentiments, and DJ Academics ended up chiming in on how he felt about the Toronto audience and their embrace of the song Not Like Us.
By the way, I just remember the point.
I really don't want to listen to this rat-faced ass dude right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But girl, you got a point. People go to the concert for the pure enjoyment of being entertained by one's favorite entertainer. But in today's day and age, you're not allowed to do that. That's lame as hell.
Yo, Canada, y'all know I love y'all like.
No, J-Tom. He's not a PDF. He's just lame for what he did. That's it.
I love y'all like second to none, like not like Jamaica, but like right about there. But like, yo, all y'all Toronto niggas, I need y'all to explain to me how y'all was singing all them Kendrick songs, and maybe you I think it was a humiliation ritual. It's like they thought, oh no, he dissing Drake, no, he dissing you, nigga. He dissing you, nigga. Whoever was at he was dissing you. I know some. Nah, he's just dissing.
Is that Quality? Sorry, I'm just catching up with the whole chat. Yo, Quality is here. Yo, salute to Quality, bro. Holy, man. Glad to see you in the chat again, bro. Look at this guy in the chat getting all comfy and everything. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Hey, Quality, it was all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? But yes, thank you. I appreciate you, no doubt. The content is crazy, bruh. Look at Quality getting all situated and everything. Let's keep going with the video, though. Hey, Quality, make sure you go grab some snacks over by the concession stand. Get yourself some juice. All right, if you want to get some popcorn, the popcorn ain't going to cost you that much. All right, it's not the movies, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's get back to it.
The nigga said, I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all bitch-ass niggas didn't deserve him neither.
Didn't say it like that.
If you don't know, DeRozan was a basketball player who played for the Toronto Raptors. Kendrick is saying the city is so bitch-made, they didn't deserve a good...
He didn't say that either. I don't know why people believe this man knowing that he talking to little boys a little egregious.
Basketball player that came from Compton. Y'all ain't deserve him. Come back over here. I ain't gonna lie. Toronto, I'm gonna have Trump make y'all the 51st state.
No, you will not. You rat-faced ass. Let me stop.
Y'all don't have no pride. Y'all don't have no pride.
Making us the 51st state is crazy. Now, as far as day 2, things went off smoothly once again over at the Rogers Center. Everybody was in attendance, another sold out night, and there was people in attendance that were actually crip walking and really, really going crazy to Not Like Us, which again got a lot of mixed reactions from the people.
I ain't gonna lie, this makes me happy, bro. This makes me happy. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Some of these dudes would look like they was stomping grapes. Especially this dude with the muscle tee right over here. He looked like he was stomping grapes, but he was doing what he could do. You know, but this makes me so happy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, bro, like, you just look like you just playing hopscotch. Like, front way, back way, side way, the other side. Like, bro. There you go. Hit that Yeah, you better get it, Dupinder Pre. You better get it, my nigga. No, I need to see that again. Look at him. Oh, he hitting that jaw. Look at him.
However, I did get a chance to talk to your true captain, and he informed me that a lot of those people that were in the audience or outside that were acting super crazy, like acting like heavy Kendrick Lamar glazers, were actually not from here in Toronto and were coming from LA as well as other American cities. And he got a chance to go down there to the Rogers Center on Ground Zero and speak to the people directly to find out who actually was from here and who was from the United States.
Oh my God! I was this is a concert. I didn't see no. I didn't see no. I just thought this a fan. Oh my God! I didn't see no. Oh my God! Is that your tour? Is that your girl's tour?
So all in all, I'll say this. Salute to Kendrick Lamar. I'm glad that he...
What do you mean you didn't see no Kendrick fans? Brother, you can hear the Kendrick fans. What are you talking about? You keep going around speaking not... I need to stop because I don't think a lot of people even realize this. But the people from Toronto that are speaking, they're all young. I don't think we've ever really put that together yet. But everybody that is speaking, everyone that has a microphone, everybody that has a camera on them, they're all young. They're all young. And you know what that means when you're in that territory? That means that they don't know. The generation coming up, they really don't care about research, if we're going to be completely honest. It's like they just don't. It's like they just failed everything and gave up on school, if we're going to keep it a stack. Bro, everybody that is speaking is all young. The grown folks aren't really speaking like that for real. Except for us on YouTube. Because we know on YouTube we have a way better and way safer space to have our conversations. Unlike on social media, on X, on Instagram, Facebook. A lot of people in Toronto, like, they just yap for the sake of yapping. They just want to create arguments. They don't want to solve anything. It's crazy. That whole stadium, if we're being honest, was kind of quiet for SZA. Sharon, I didn't want to say it, bro. I didn't want to say it. Why are all of them that are going against Kendrick guys? I didn't see a woman doing this. Hey, Sam, you're saying something. Sam, you're saying something. I'm just saying, bro. Man, I just find it a minor. I'm dead. But we know what Drake's demographic is. The Drake's demographic is the younger generation. The people in Toronto that are the older individuals that are still fans of Drake are the same ones that grew up with his music from when he started. That's why you have all the older, like, all the older guys, the older ladies in Toronto, and they support Drake because from when they heard him, they liked what they heard that whole time. For all, like, 10, 15 years of when he's been in the game. Even more, to be honest. But those are his fans. That is his fan base here. The majority, though, is the younger generation. Borderline A minor. Yes, I know. But that's a conversation we haven't had yet. And to be honest, that is a very good conversation to have because that just goes to tell you, that just goes to show you, that honestly, we don't even need to be having conversations with them at all because they're not even taking their own time to even educate themselves. If that's what you want to say, if that's how you move, that's how you feel, that's cool. But don't come to us when we have the details. Don't come to us when we have the information. Don't come to us when we're trying to tell y'all the truth and y'all refuse to listen to us. And especially don't come to us when something crazy happens with his name all over it. Don't come to us. Because I promise y'all, we will not care. We've been trying to tell y'all this for years. And y'all refuse to listen because y'all trying to be righteous for y'all dog. For your boy. For Drizzy. It's not working, bruh. But stay over there. Just like Drewski said to RDC. You can stay there. It's cool. Let the culture move forward. Let's keep going.
He was able to do his 2 nights over here, as well as SZA. Let's not forget SZA. I'm glad that both of them were able to do their 2 nights over here in Toronto without any problems, without any type of violence or any type of issues like that. I will say this about the audience that was there supporting Not Like Us. I don't have any problem with people going to a concert to support Kendrick Lamar. You know, before this battle, there was people who were fans of both artists or one or the other artist, okay? So a rap battle shouldn't change that just because he's dissing somebody from your hometown. I will say this, when it came to Not Like Us, I caught a lot of arrows when I was saying that Not Like Us was more about Canada, or the sentiment of Not Like Us was about Canada and not only Drake. And a lot of people ended up supporting me in that sentiment as well.
The people that supported you are the same individuals that don't read books.
But for the people in the audience, when they were screaming that Not Like Us, you know, they could have their whatever issues with Drake or believe maybe what they want to believe about Drake and the PDF allegations and stuff like that. But when it came to singing They Not Like Us, you know, DeRozan, you didn't deserve him neither, I got to agree with academics when it comes to that. It looks a little bit like pick me mentality, pick me behavior when it comes to people screaming those types of sentiments back when they're talking about us, when the Not Like Us that they're talking about is us. But all over it all,
Yo, Friday, academics doesn't even know you. That is a crazy time to stop the video at, by the way. That is crazy. If somebody wants to take that and make a emoji out of that, go ahead. With his dry lip having, okay, that's enough.
I'm not going to get mad at people going out to a concert, having a good time. In the end of the day, it's music, and music is to be consumed for our entertainment values, not to pick sides and, you know, have to take any type of team when it comes to our consumption of the music that we like. So once again, I'm going to say salute to Kendrick Lamar. The tour right now is being reported as one of the most, the highest grossing tours in hip hop history. This is the first time that a rapper has sold out the Rogers Center. So
Piff, hey, yo. Underground knows about Act. Or sorry, Act knows about Friday. My bad. My brain. Damn, but it's not substantial, to be honest. All I need to say is that for you to agree with academics on his point just shows the level of horse riding that you like to do for other individuals. He's been horse riding for top 5. If we're going to be completely honest. Flex Mob's been there for that one right there. Flex Mob's been there for that one. We've witnessed that little argument that they had when we were watching that stream. We witnessed all of that. So we're very familiar with the kind of horse riding this man does. But it's okay. It's cool.
Salute to Kendrick Lamar for that. And as a lover of hip hop, you know, somebody who runs a company called We Love Hip Hop, I'm never going to hate on anything that pushes the hip hop culture forward, period. Whether, you know,
you lying sack of... I'm trying to do better on YouTube and not cuss too much, but it's difficult. It's difficult.
It's something that goes against our guy, specifically Drake, or not. As long as it pushes the culture forward, that's all that I care about. Now, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Were the people being sellouts by going to the Kendrick Lamar concert in the first place? And even if they went to the concert for really screaming A minor and all those different things during Not Like Us, you know, repeating the lyrics to Euphoria when you're talking about Don't Speak on the Family, Crody, all those different things where he was making fun of Torontonians or Canadians. Let me know if you're cool with that in the comments below. Also, did you end up going to the Kendrick Lamar concert, and what was your experience like? Okay, let me know in the comments below. I read all comments and I try to respond to as many as possible. But that's all we got for the video today. There's another 2 videos on the screen right here that you may be interested in, and make sure to hit that like button on the way out. We are off of this. Deuces.
We love hip hop.
I don't see 2 other videos on your screen, but that's not important. Hip hop is definitely moving forward. Hip hop is definitely advancing. Hip hop is definitely catching a stride right now. But it's not moving here. It is not moving here how it should be moving. Because usually when it comes to hip-hop specifically in North America, I just want to focus on North America for a second, but usually how it goes is that whatever America does, Canada usually follows suit in their own way. Now we're at a point where it's like what we are supposed to consider hip-hop is really not hip-hop here. If you've listened to Pressa, if you've listened to K-Money, if you listen to Bundog, if you've listened to Top 5, if you listen to any of these individuals in Toronto, TV Gucci, if you listen to any of these individuals in Toronto, you can quickly confirm that whatever they're doing is not hip-hop. And nobody can tell me otherwise. It is not hip-hop in any kind of way. So, what do we do? Because we're supposed to be moving with the culture, but it's like we want to completely separate ourselves from the culture as if what we're doing here is working. What we're doing here is not working in any kind of way, but yet we continue to go down this path. Why do we continue this is my question. When are we going to sit down and start to make a change? Those are the kind of questions I want to throw out there for Torontonians. When are we going to start putting in work again? Because whatever we're doing, it's like y'all are just in the studio wasting y'all money and time. Because it doesn't work. But y'all continue with the same concept year after year after year with no change. So what do we do? It's like half the country or half of Toronto is like anti-hip-hop because they want to follow Drake. That doesn't make sense. Literally, if you stack up the details that they have, they literally don't make sense in any kind of way. But they continue to think that way. And the funniest thing about them thinking that way, it's that somebody's thinking that way for them. They're not even using their brain. They're not even putting their own thought into it. Think about that for a second. Think about all the major figureheads that have been saying the same things over and over that are not true. Those are the individuals that they are listening to. Those are the outlets that they are listening to. This is the problem. Y'all listening to the wrong people, and y'all continue to do it. Now your brains are clouded, and your judgment is in question. And we shouldn't even be following these individuals y'all are listening to. I don't know. I really don't know. You got that side tooth fixed yet, don't kill me. It's tough. It's tough. I just hope I'm asking the right questions. This is what happens when you lead with money and buy influence. That is absolutely a fact, bro. What do I think about the song Mazza? I could care less. I could care less about Mazza, to be honest. Okay, because Underground Nation, I know you are familiar with the music in Toronto, so you know what it sounds like. If you listen to Mazza, that literally sounds like something that already came out a couple years ago. It's not a new sound. It's not fresh. It's the same Smiley with his big Death Star looking ass stomach and the same Drake out here trying to show off his stomach, thinking that that's abs. What are we on? This man, let me stop, man. Like, sometimes when I sit here and I listen to these things, sometimes I just, like, I flex my mind. I'm just like, I get disappointed half the time. Can't fake influence for a reason. That's for real, man. Friday's Timu Academics. I am dead. I am dead. Smiley shouldn't be rapping. You never heard of Smiley, Tiff? I'm glad. I'm glad. Mazza was torture. That's just so Smiley and Drake. Y'all do it. Don't kill me, Anthony. Don't kill me. Bro, Underground, man. Man, I'm not surprised that they didn't like it. Nobody from outside of Toronto really likes the track unless you want to go over to UK. Some people in the UK like it. But his abs look defective. I'm not surprised. But I'm just, it's, bro, like, what more do I say to this? Is my question. There's not much else I can say because I'm at the point where it's like, I don't need to figure out where they're coming from with the points that they have, because they turn to the same individuals that are really not doing any good for the culture to get their information from. So I don't want to think about their points. I don't want to think about their reasoning. I don't want to think about their level of thinking that they put into this. It doesn't make sense. That's it. That's simply it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next video. We got a video by The Ville. We're going to make it happen. All right, let's go. Yo, we got to talk about this Jagmeet Singh situation too, man. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. Now, I don't have a lot of time, but I know I have enough time to make this video happen. So that's exactly what we are going to do right now. So I have the video already loaded up by The Ville. We're going to go ahead and have our own conversation about this Jagmeet Singh situation. And then we're going to sit back and catch a vibe. Y'all know what time it is, all right? Y'all know what time it is. Let me go ahead and hit the record button. Let's not waste no more time. All right, let's not waste no more time. This is the main topic of discussion for today. We need to talk about this, especially for me being in Toronto, me being in Canada. We need to talk about this, no doubt. All right, so y'all know what time it is. Let's make it happen. Salute to the Flex Mob. Salute to the whole chat. Salute to the Shadow Mob for the people lurking. We call y'all the Shadow Mob, by the way. But salute to everybody, bro. But it's about that time, so let's make it happen. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, God almighty, we got to talk about this. I'm just like, for you at your status, for what you've done, I know a lot of people don't like what you did, but you try to make some sort of movements around here. You really, well, we assume that you cared about the people, of course, but the way that you expressed yourself, the way that you give your speeches, everything that you've been saying, we wouldn't expect you to backpedal. Why are you backpedaling? You look at you and look at him, especially right now. You don't need to backpedal nothing. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of getting pressed by some OVO goons? Newsflash, they press everybody. They press literally everybody in Toronto. So you're just going to be part of the crowd. You're afraid that you're a civilian, that you're going to get touched now? Bro, everybody gets pressed by OVO goons. It's nothing new around here. It's common knowledge. It's common knowledge. Look at John River. They pressed John River. Yo, salute to TG. I appreciate you. He was caught bobbing his head to Kendrick songs. I'm dead. Tiff, now I know you can spell his name properly. That is not how you spell it. Holy. He definitely doesn't want to be touched, clearly. But it's just... Look. I'm going to save the thoughts for the video instead of the top of the video. But listen, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live like right now. And let's dive in with this one, bro. Let's talk to the Ville. Go, yo, what's good, bro? It's been a minute, Ville. Salute to him always.
Now, this story developing very quickly, not even at the end of the day. And we're already getting feedback from the politician that Drake had a few choice words for. Had a couple things to call him. He called him a goof. He said something. And in my last video, I do want to say really quick that in my video, I said it takes one to know one.
Yep.
And I think I might have been onto something right there because apparently this man has responded. Apparently he's apologized. Apparently he's decided to apologize to Drake for being at the GNX concert. And this is where I have a problem here. Now, this is in a hip hop standpoint.
Yo, Underground Nation, you want to know why? Now, I'm kidding when I say this. But to your point, you said, I find it odd that Jagmeet got followed by Riri and Drake around the same time. Yo, Underground. Drake probably had Rihanna's phone. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do him a favor. And just, hit the follow button. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I feel like that's what happened. I'm teasing, of course. I'm teasing.
In a music standpoint, not in any political sense. But you know what's crazy is that this gets very political within itself, at least between Drake and this man's relationship. I guess this relationship is a lot deeper than me and you think. Now, as the timeline goes, this man, Jagmeet Singh, was announced a member of the parliament. He was officially sworn in.
Bro, I just find it so crazy how people outside of Canada are speaking about the things that we have to deal with here. I find it so crazy. Because I feel like Canada's in like a whole other planet half the time with the way we move and all of that. So when I see the channels that I follow, the channels that I care about, speak about the things that happen here in Canada, I'm like, wow, this is wow.
In March 17, 2019, or around that time, 2019 timeline. Around this same time, he starts getting followed by
Oh, no, Furry, it doesn't. It does not. We don't refer to nothing like goof like that around here. The goof that I'm referring to is the same goof or goofy that you see on TikTok. That is the goofy I'm talking about. When people in TikTok, people on social media, the younger generation, when they sit there and they say, oh, y'all, this man is goofy, bro. This man's a goof. Man's a weirdo. We are not talking about that pedo or the PDF nonsense. We keep that information all the way over there. We don't talk about that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but yeah, I just want to clear that up because I remember that conversation being had in the last video. I'm just simply saying they're talking about lame. I'm referring to the goofy and the goof that people be using on social media. That's all I'm talking about.
2019 timeline. Around this same time, he starts getting followed by Rihanna. Rihanna was one of the first
Drake had her phone, Nick.
famous celebrities, or probably one of the few, but with the biggest popularity. Obviously, Rihanna is more popular than probably anybody in the entertainment business. But she decided to follow him on Instagram. She was one of the first ones before he was sworn into office. Another person that followed suit right after her was Drake. This is where we get those text messages.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button now. Y'all see my peoples, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to end. I'm just saying. Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going.
Where he says that he was honored for the follow. He thanks him for following him because obviously Drake is going to do what Rihanna does and follow whoever she's rocking with. If it's cool with Rihanna, then it's cool with me. And this is kind of like in a way where I feel like Rihanna kind of used Drake to like get this guy voted out of here. But that's probably another story for another day. But what I think is that Drake had followed him because he saw that Rihanna had followed him. A lot of people were saying over there in Canada that they were endorsing in him by doing so, even though they didn't financially support him or anything like that.
Work.
With both Rihanna and Drake endorsing Jagmeet Singh, he automatically wins.
To keep it a buck, for all the time that he's tried, it didn't work. And he's tried damn near everything. It just didn't work.
All 338 seats. Another person that was voting for him real heavy was 40. 40 was also somebody that stepped in with Drake as his producer. And after all of these celebrities decided to follow him, he gained the popular vote. At least from what people are saying. They're saying that there's no way now that he's going to lose, now that he has all of these popular celebrities behind him. And fortunately for him, he did win. He ended up winning and was sworn in for parliament. So that's where these messages come from.
It didn't go anywhere. For all the time that he's tried, it didn't work. Congratulations, you got the NDP seat. Cool. It didn't, bro, it didn't do anything. To this day, we don't even know what the NDP party be doing for real. Because they don't do nothing. Man, let me stop. Let me not get started because I really don't want to be talking about politics, especially Canadian politics. I stick to the music. But, god damn.
From. Now, I don't know their conversations after that. I'm not sure if they've ever met in person. But I will say that this was definitely a political gain for this man when Drake, Rihanna, and 40 had followed him. And I feel like this is where the apology comes from, because after Drake calls him a goof, he decides to respond. And after finding out all this information, it makes perfect sense why he responds the way that he does. And I just want to point out, this is not a normal politician, bro. This politician is a very social media type of guy, I guess. I mean, I see him on Nardwar. Yeah. I see him talk about Riri following him. I mean, there's this whole segment over here where he's on the social where he's talking about, oh, yeah, Riri followed me, my wife. Like, you know, it's just like very, very, like he's a very social guy.
For a politician to run around talking about Rihanna followed you, thinking it was going to do anything for your career, is a very frightening individual to be endorsing. And I remember when he was running around talking about, oh yeah, Rihanna followed me, by the way, on the social media, just to let y'all know. And what does that do for us? That doesn't do anything. That's what I'm talking about. This man had his whole career in the seat and didn't. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop.
But with the apology, it makes sense the way he was saying it. I went for SZA, not for Kendrick. I was born in this city. I love this city, but real talk is crazy. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted up this city and Canada. For me, it'll always be Drake over Kendrick. Now, this is where I have a problem with this stance, because this is a political stance. This is not his stance on his views in the hip hop scene. Right. He likes to claim that he's part of hip hop. You see him with Nardwar. You see him talk about Riri. But I don't think that he's being 100%. He says real talk. But in reality, I think that this man wanted to go to the concert to see Kendrick and SZA. This was a monumental event. And if this man is well-rounded in hip hop, if you see him with Nardwuar, if you see him do these hip hop shows and have these hip hop entities follow him, then he knows well, just like the rest of us, that that concert, that GNX tour was the most monumental thing that could have happened in the beef, especially it being in Toronto. He knew that, and now he's lying. In my opinion, I think, keep it alleged, I think that he's lying about being there. I think that he really was there for both artists, Kendrick and SZA, not just SZA. Drake gained him the popular vote when it came to the elected parties. It wasn't only him. Remember, it was also 40. So it's all a OVO, which...
Yo, what's good, NK, bro? I see you in the chat, bro. They're cowards. NK, talk about it, bro. NK, we gotta talk, bro. We gotta set something up for real. Man.
Makes sense when he says OVO and Drake, and he got caught enjoying himself at a Kendrick concert, and I think allegedly he had to lie because he got caught having a good time, bro. And I think this is really messed up. Just as somebody who likes music and somebody that's so tapped in with the music genre, I mean, you were on Nardwuar, bro. I mean, come on, you could have a political stance. I mean, come on, bro. Your political stance and your relationships with Drake, if they were political, then let it be political. Where you stand in the beef.
Bro, I'm literally looking at Furry B Productions comment in the chat. And yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I hate how that's true, and I hate what it's done to Canada. I want everybody to just take the time and just read what he said. I'll read it out for y'all. Unfortunately, a lot of Punjabi voters with influence are amongst the most materialistic and corrupt people you can find. A Drake endorsement would mean a lot. Shake my head. The issue with me speaking about that is that I'm not the right person to be having that conversation. I would rather find somebody that actually lays it out in a neutral manner, because for Canada, the reality is that I can't be going around talking bad or speaking down towards a race of individuals, because that would kill everything I'm trying to work on. That would literally kill everything I'm trying to work on. So when it comes to that point that Furry B made, it actually frightens me more than it concerns me, because of how much Canada has changed over the years. Canada has changed a lot over these past couple years. And it's not necessarily for the better. It's really not looking good here. And I'm speaking honestly and truthfully without trying to direct anything anywhere. The way things are going right now here, y'all really gotta be thankful. Because I've never seen a country fall so far down like this one before. I've never seen a fall off like this. So it's just, it worries everybody here. Everybody's worried. Everyone's panicking. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's stressing. So going back to that comment that I read, I'm like, how do we change?
Where you stand in the battle, that's different, bro. That's hip hop. And for what people saw yesterday, bro, you were rocking with Kendrick and SZA. Anybody that goes to a GNX concert is getting a lot of heat.
NK, I don't disagree with you, but how do I say it without, it's hard, it's tough. It's not easy to say without being direct. And I don't think that's something I want to be direct with at all. It's tough. It's really tough. When it comes to those types of conversations, you got to make sure you talk to multiple people and you want a clear picture of what the arc. See, that's why I want to still do my podcast, Anthony. That's the whole reason why I had the podcast going on for real. Because I like to have those uncomfortable conversations but with people that can actually add to the conversation. I don't want to be like the spearhead for this conversation specifically. So what I would usually do for the podcast is that I would invite individuals that have a better understanding of what's going on so they can speak their piece while I can add my own thoughts to the conversation, seeing if it's going to be positive or negative. If it's wrong, cool, let's clear it up on the pod. Why is it not like this? Or why is it like this? I like having those conversations because it's important to have the uncomfortable conversations. But I want to make sure that I do it in the kind of environment where it's like, we're going to be talking and we're not going to be arguing. I don't want to incite no heated debate. I don't want to say anything like out of context, anything like that. I want to keep it ground level. I want to keep the conversation healthy, and I want to keep the conversation just like very educational for other people to pick up on what we're talking about here. But for the podcast, like I said, like I need a whole new cast. I need a whole new crew. Everybody that I've done it with, they're all tired.
I'm just surprised to see that this politician was afraid to take the stance, was afraid to say not his political stance, but his hip hop stance. I don't really care too much about the politics. Honestly, I care more so about you taking a stance as a hip hop fan.
Sharon, trust me. Vic, I understand what you're saying. Though in the case, since it's politics, it's a conversation for everyone he represents, so you're in a jurisdiction province for that conversation. Yeah, yes and no.
It's no wonder that Drake is calling you a goof in the first place. I guess it really does take one to know one. And even if you were there for SZA, even if you were not there for Kendrick, let's just be real, bro. He called you a goof before he knew that. You took the disrespect and apologized. And as a man, you should never take no disrespect like that from somebody who's talking smack about you publicly, especially on the internet. Why would you even try to apologize to somebody like that? Despite them giving you a popularity vote, when it came to you in this election, it shouldn't matter, bro. As a man, no political shit. You should have fucking said some shit, bro. You should have been like, fuck, bro, I ain't gonna take that disrespect, bro. But nah, bro, you tuck your tail between your legs and you apologize, bro. All because you thought that he did you a favor by following you. I don't know if they ever talked, bro, but looking at these messages and the time span between all of them, it didn't look like they were buddy in the DM. So I don't know why he would even try to apologize. I get the popularity that he gained by having Drake follow him, Rihanna follow him, 40 follow him. But when a man disrespects you, it doesn't matter, bro. I don't want to hear any excuses, bro. If a man is calling you a goof, that's disrespect, bro. And respect is given to people who give it. And if this man is not giving you any respect, he shouldn't deserve an apology, bro. And like I said, bro, I just want to be clear. My problem with him, he failed to stand 10 toes down and take a stand for the music that he enjoys. He was too scared to admit that he liked Kendrick, SZA, and Drake. Allegedly, I guess he's saying that he only chooses Drake. But from the time that he had last night, bro, it looks like that was a lie. I mean, in all honesty, if you really...
But this goes back to the question that we were having in the last video, where it's like, why are you letting other people dictate the kind of music you like? You went there for a reason. Apparently, you've been caught on Twitter just bobbing your head to some Kendrick tracks. So you're clearly there. No, even better. You clearly bought floor seats for a reason. What are we talking about? What kind of timing we on? You bought those floor seats for a reason. Don't talk that nonsense. Don't do that. Don't be foolish. You're there on the floor, on the ground, in the middle of the crowd for a reason. What are you talking about? And now you want to backpedal? Bro, you're soft. You're not even a politician no more. So what? Man, y'all killing me with that Jagmeet shit, bro. I've been trying to ignore that this whole time. Y'all keep saying it. Jesus God, bro.
Really were caring about Drake and how he felt and how it meant a lot to you for him to help you gain that vote. you wouldn't even consider going there at all. If it really meant that much to you, you wouldn't even be there at all. And this is the other problem. Why does everybody have to lie about what they like and what they don't like? I think he should have just admitted that he likes both artists and Drake was being too hurt about the situation. However, I wouldn't have apologized, but this apology to me looks very, very political. It seems like a lie. It seems like he got caught having a good time. And he's only apologizing to Drake because he helped grow his popularity during the election.
Ruby, just to let you know, he's not part of the NDP party here in Canada anymore, so that's something we don't need to worry about. Bro, Anthony, I read it, but I didn't want to say it, but y'all killing me because y'all keep saying Jagmeet. I'm not saying that. I'm going to say Jagmeet. I'm going to have some respect at least. Like, damn.
At the end of the day, bro, this politician, his relationship with Drake was very political. I don't think that they were buddy-buddy to that point where he had to apologize after Drake had disrespected him. If Drake was going to support you politically, he would have just supported you because you and him had the same beliefs.
Damn, Seventh Angel, you far back, but I appreciate you checking in, no doubt.
Not just because Rihanna had followed him and now he has to follow you next. Like I said, I think he only followed him in the first place was because of Rihanna. So I don't know why he acts like Drake was sincerely messing with this guy. It's clear that he only did it because he chased Rihanna around and everything that she did. So the fact that he got disrespected, had to explain himself and say that it wasn't what, as a hip hop fan and as a man, you lose respect for that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. You do not owe him an apology. And I think he should have been truthful and said that he actually rocks with Kendrick Lamar and SZA and not try to lie and say he only rocks.
Yeah. Y'all need to chill for real. Y'all. I'm not calling him Jagmeet. I'm calling him by his name. I'm still fed up. Don't get it twisted. But I'm calling him by his name. I just want to let y'all know. Look at Tiff. Don't kill me.
To Drake, bro. I think that was a lie within itself. And if he's tapped into this world, bro, he got to do better when he has to take the stance on this hip hop shit. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
But okay, there's another thing that I got to talk about now when you're saying that Jagmeet, I'm saying it right, I'm not saying it wrong. But here's another thing that we got to talk about when it comes to Jagmeet and for him to be allegedly or supposedly be a part of hip hop or just follow hip hop. He was only doing that to get the young voters. He was only doing that to get the younger voters. That was his strategy. His strategy was to get the younger people on his side. Because he felt like there was more younger people out there that could vote than the older individuals out there as well. He's definitely going to get the Middle Eastern vote. He's definitely going to get the Middle Eastern vote. He's definitely had that, but he needed the younger people as well to help him with that vote. But every time he appeared, when the time comes, it was more cringe than anything else. It was more cringe than anything else, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because you would see Jagmeet at the times when you're not even supposed to be seeing him. For example, we've seen him many times at the Caribbean event in Toronto called Caravana. It's simply just a 1 day, full day Caribbean parade on Lakeshore Road, where the whole city is invited, whether if you want to pay or jump the blood clot fence. But pull up, hear nothing but soca, you hear nothing but reggae music, you hear nothing but dancehall music, and you just go out, enjoy yourself. If you want bun spliff, you bun spliff. You know, if you want to bring drinks, you want to go over to the LCBO, you go buy drinks, you come in with drinks. You know, if you want to buy juice, make a little juice with the drink, like, you know, like, that's what we do like around Caravana time, you know? So there were many times when you would see Jagmeet on a float at an event that he should not be showing his face at. Because for the people that know about Caravana is not the time to be seeing no politician. It is not the time for that. It is the time for, well, Caribbean people know. Caribbean people know what time it is. It's time for gyrating, whining, jamming, pasa. Like, you know, daggering. You know, like that's the kind of time Caravana is. Of course, you could go there with your family. Depending if you're on the outside of the fence or the inside of the fence is going to determine your day. But if you're on the inside of the fence like me, you know what time it is. You know what time. We don't need to see your face when we're trying to get a dance. We don't need that. So everything he did was just cringe, bro. It just didn't work. He tried and tried and tried to get their attention. It just didn't work. It's time for Daga. You see it. Yes, pasa. I mean, what? Like, literally, Caravana is just one great, big, mighty fete. For the people that understand what a fete is. Man said time for ram. Time for joke. You see it. But, of course, like, if we're going to be serious about the Caravana event, it's all about Caribbean pride being on display. That's why you have your masqueradas. They all buy their dress. They buy their outfit. They dress up in something just... That's what we wear. That's the Caribbean festival. So, for the Nokia video, when you see, like, even though the video was black and white, but when you see, like, the ladies... And they had the very, like, kind of, like, fluorescent, kind of just, like, very flashy, very, like, unique, like, suits. Where it's almost like a bathing suit with a lot of different extra things on it. Those are considered masqueraders. Those are the masqueradas. I still don't know why he did it in black and white, because those outfits are very colorful. Those are colorful outfits. We had that conversation when we watched it, but those are colorful outfits. So for him to make that a black and white is a big mistake. My point is, it's a very flashy event. It's a very prideful event. And it's something that Toronto, we celebrate year after year after year after year after year. It's easily one of the most popular events in the city, where transit is free. So everybody from all over the GTA and outside, they come through. All go to Lakeshore for Caravana. Wait till I go live that day. You're gonna see thousands upon thousands of people at Caravana. But the only point I wanted to make is that you would see Jagmeet Singh there trying to get the younger vote, as if it was gonna work. It was not gonna work. It was not gonna work, so kind of like an Iceman. Don't kill me, Vic. Oh no, don't get it twisted though. Jagmeet Singh was there with his wife. He's there with his wife. He's not looking for no dance. He's just on a float, just waving and enjoying the music with his wife. So I just wanted to say that for Tiff, because you're trying to say something, and I'm not trying to say that. Okay, so yo, Sharon, don't say it like that, bruh. Damn, don't kill me. Rebecca, that's facts. But that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Like, you would see the politicians just at the weirdest times, and you know what they're there for. And it's just so cringe. And it doesn't work for them. And he continue to do it, knowing that it didn't work. But that's your prerogative, bro. That's what you wanted to do. You know? Don't kill me. Nokia should have been like that. It is what it is, Furry B. Honestly, that's not even a bad idea, if I'm going to be completely honest. And what they could have done with that is, like, use infrared. Here in America, that video to us is the Mardi Gras every year in New Orleans, where Lil Wayne is from. That's true. Yeah, and NK, they definitely wildin'. I ain't gonna hold you. But nah, that's just what it comes down to. So when I see him going backpedal like that, I'm just like, bro, what are you doing with your life, man? What are you doing? Unless you took some bribes. Cause the whole post is giving, I'm gonna protect my bribes. That's all it's saying right there. So I'm dead. Of course it was popping before Drake arrived. Either way, those are my thoughts for now. It's just disappointing. I'm disappointed. It's unfortunate, but that's what it's come down to, so it is what it is. Yeah. Jagmeet, bro, you shouldn't have walked it back, bro. You should not have walked it back, and now you look silly. Now you look silly for real. Either way, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's about time that I go. I gotta get going, but I made sure to give y'all some healthy content to tap in with. You know, anybody out there coming into the live late, enjoy the content, alright? We like to chat around here. We are chatterboxes, you know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody. Actually, hold on. Let me go grab something real quick. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. My neighbors be doing some wild shit outside, I swear to God. Yo, all I need to say is I want to give out shout outs, bro. I want to give out shout outs because I'm just amazed at how much the channel has grown to the point where it's like I still feel like I'm dreaming. You know what I'm saying? It's man, y'all got me messed up for real. Like y'all got me messed up, bro. I swear to you, it's crazy, man. My request still open, Ethan? No. I was never doing requests. I do reactions. To be honest, it's been a while since I've done a request. Yo, y'all still calling him Jagmeet, bro? Y'all need to let that go, man. Damn. Y'all killing me with this Jagmeet. Jesus God, bro. But nah, flex mob. Man, y'all amaze me day after day, man. Y'all amaze me day after day. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Salute to everybody that's in the chat, by the way. Salute to everybody that's conversating. Salute to everybody that's in the background watching. I need to let y'all know that y'all are very appreciated, bruh. Y'all are very appreciated. So, I wanted to take this time to, like, kind of just, like, to give y'all something that I've been trying to figure out. So, I want to do the podcast again. I wanted to do the podcast again, but I gotta find new people that I'm interested, that are interested in doing the podcast. But I was thinking that if I was to do this podcast now, the best way for me to do this is on Discord online. So I wanted to throw this out there for anybody that's interested. Of course, we're going to have like a little like audition session or whatever. But if anybody out there is interested and being a part of the podcast I'm trying to bring back, yo, let me know. I know NK is down. I said I'll do it, nigga. Nah, if y'all are interested for real, like, we can talk about it in the Discord, and I can give y'all like plans and expectations later on, because I gotta go soon, or to be honest, right now. But I think I'm not getting sensitive, Tiff. Come on. Roasting motherfucker. Don't worry. There's gonna be the time for me to roast. I'll be a rotating guest. Nah, like, hey, it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I think this is the time for me to really just like to lay it out there and just let y'all know this is what I got planned. I want to bring the podcast back. The podcast is called the Match My Energy Podcast. Man, it's been so long since I said that name, the Match My Energy Podcast, but it's just like it's just a podcast for like music, entertainment, sometimes sports, but just overall commentary about events or topics that we choose. So for anybody that's interested, yo, let me know in Discord. Let me know in Discord, because that's where I know y'all are serious, because you're a part of the Discord. But let me know, and we can try to figure something out. I want to keep the episode short. I don't want to talk too long. I want to keep it around like an hour, maximum hour and a half. But I feel like this might be the right opportunity to really make something happen for real with the podcast, you know? Man, I said Maul, don't kill me. No, Rory and Maul. Like, nah, I don't want him on a damn podcast. Fuck him, man. But anyway, I just wanted to just put that information out there for y'all. I think it'll be a great opportunity. I'm not even going to lie. Now, how it's going to be exactly, I kind of want to shuffle between panel and just having an intimate conversation with like 2 or 3 people. I kind of want to juggle between the two, having a wide panel. Of course, it has to be controlled, but having that, but at the same time having like me with 2 other people or me with one other person, and we have like a serious conversation / potential debate. And we can really just get some crazy topics going. Like, I got a lot of topics in the tuck, but I feel like we can go crazy with some of the topics we can talk about. Besides you, your channel needs to remain Canadian. Having guests from places, your hosts need to be Canadian. Y'all need more non-OVO representatives on YouTube. Here's the thing, Furry. I 1000% agree with you. The issue is that from the people that I know, they don't want to do it for real. Now, granted, it's been a while since I set up a schedule. So that's another thing I want to do. I want to set a schedule now. And I want to set up like the timeline or the table of contents for each episode, so everything is smooth, calm, and just precise. I still want to give people outside of Canada an opportunity to speak. So maybe that'll be like a once a week type of situation, and then we'll keep everything else Canadian. I'm just throwing ideas out there. That's not set in stone yet, but I want to make sure that I try to get people from the Flex Mob involved with the podcast and not just have the Canadians going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know you down already, NK. Don't even worry. Joey Badass cooked the West Coast. Hey, if that's what you want to do, hey, go ahead, bro. The audience not slow. Don't kill me. Nah, Vicky, you right. Nah, like I said, I want to make sure everyone has a chance. Everyone has a chance. But the thing is, though, I don't know if I want to have them live. I don't know if I want to have the conversations live. I definitely want to have the conversations recorded, but I don't know if I want to do it live yet. So we'll see. There's still details I want to just like hammer out and figure out, but I don't know if it's going to be live yet because I do want to upload them episodically. You know? record twice a day, upload once a week, or record twice a week, upload once a week, so we can stockpile episodes. It's not a bad idea. I appreciate you, Furry, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, no doubt. And salute to J Tom as well, bro. Salute to J Tom as well. I appreciate y'all for like letting people out there know that this little Canadian channel right here, that is not We Love Hip Hop, is really telling the truth out there. You know what I'm saying, bro? We really be speaking some truth around here. You know? But either way, look, I should have been gone already. Hey, tomorrow we're celebrating Quickie. You hear me? Tomorrow is Quickie's birthday. We're going to make sure that we celebrate him, all right? I remember your birthday on the 17th, bro. I am not forgetting that. Your birthday on the 17th. We're going to have a little, look, we're going to have a little pop out. We're going to have a little pop out for Quickie. So y'all tap in, bro. Y'all tap in. We're going to have a little pop out celebration for Quickie, just like what we did for Slay. You know? So you just joined the Discord. I appreciate you, Vic. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get a different side when you come in here, bro. And I like to dwell in the realm of duality. That was a heavy sentence, I'm not gonna lie, but it's the truth. I understand both sides for a lot of topics, so I can give y'all both perspectives. Of course, one is more important than the other, but I do get both sides. That's just how I'm set up. That's just how I am. Alright, but look, salute to everybody. Thank you. Oh, Vicky, I know. Trust me, I know. And it's Quickie's birthday as well. So, we gonna have some fun tomorrow. We just got to be mindful with the music we play, but we're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're going to celebrate Quickie's birthday as well as Kendrick Lamar's birthday. So when you come by the Flexing My Network tomorrow, come and catch a vibe. Come and catch a vibe. I definitely want to have the community chat again. So I want to have an open conversation with y'all. Just kick back, ask some questions, have some laughs. Like, literally the same thing we did for Slay on her birthday. We're doing it for Quickie. Happy birthday, Tupac, for real, bro. But look, yo, I keep talking. Like I told you, I like to yap. I like to chat. I can't help it. I can't help it for real. But look, salute to everybody. Thank you for stopping by. This is the Flex My Network. I am Flex. Thank you for tapping in with us. Thank you for lending me your ears. Thank you for just enjoying the content. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the people that subscribe. Salutes to the individual that donated. I forgot who. I apologize, but I appreciate you for your donation, no doubt. And with that being said, y'all take care of yourselves out there, alright? I gotta fly. You know, I'm gonna be a little late, but I'm still gonna make it. Look, Flex Mob, y'all know what time it is. Listen, y'all take care out there. Be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long and long live. Peace. Oh my God, Tiff won't stop. Tiff won't stop. God damn. Oh, you're a mod in Curtis King stream too, so oh, I appreciate you, Furry B. Thank you, bruh. Yo, Sherrod, don't kill me, bruh. Don't kill me. I ain't seen that one yet. Hey, we gonna tap in tomorrow. We gonna celebrate Quickie birthday, alright? So y'all make sure y'all get y'all food together tomorrow. Y'all get y'all drink together. You know, we're gonna kick back. We're gonna enjoy a vibe. If there's a reaction I need to do, we gonna do it. Don't get it twisted. But we are entertaining Quickie. Yeah, that's right, nigga. We talking about you, boy. Salute to you, King. Oh, don't worry, Vic. I'll be careful. I'll be extra careful out there because, boy, these Toronto streets now. All right, take care, J-Tom. See you guys. See ya. Take care. Take care. All right. Got a boogie. Peace.